Oh my God. Look who you playing, sir. Oh my God. Oh my
Cairo Santos
God.
set to kick off.
I was not
Here's
looking for
Cairo
this.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Out of all the niggas playing this damn game. Out of all the niggas playing this damn game.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13
Welcome
yards
back
picking
to
up the
the wheel
first.
fall
One
off. I
unit I
can
know
fix
you
the
want to
flat.
watch is that
If you're
offensive
scared, go to
line. If
church
they
and
keep
get a
clear to holes
switched
like
attack.
that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so
I'm a
far,
motherfucker.
continuity
They
is
call
there.
me
You can see
Weezy,
that they're
baby.
playing
And
off of
on the
each
end
other.
of the
They
barrel, I
control the
got a
defensive
sweet
front
potato.
linebackers. You're exactly right.
I got a
Very low
leader,
level for
lady.
the
The
defense,
rope
but
top
someone's
drop
been going
back
for some
like
big
Tom
yardage.
Brady.
And a
From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers forced out to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third
Full
down.
of bad
So the
bitches.
failure
Yeah!
to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Out to his left.
Oh my God.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Amazing, perfectly placed. If there was one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
To throw from his end zone.
Yes, sir!
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage.
O.J. Simpson, that
What lesson
pussy.
can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
About my business.
at the Bears' 21-yard
Let me
line.
have my weed
That
in the
pass play
titties.
wound up for negative yardage, so here's second
In
and
a rubber
11.
band. I got the glass already caught.
Toss left to Elliott.
Fucking with a nigga,
This
be my
one goes
motherfucking
nowhere.
gun.
Losing
Sorry,
yardage
but
back
I
at
ain't
the
caught a
22.
phone coming, so
That'll
light it
wind up
up.
as a loss
'Cause
on
I'm
the
so
play, so
good.
now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
What up?
Buying time to his left. He can run for
Oh,
it.
Lord.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13
Unfortunately, we in Chitown got
Even
messed up
8
in
yards
weekend
that
league
time
somehow.
on the scramble, and now 4th down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
a 30-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears take over
That's what
first
300
and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Little nigga got yay by the bean bag. Get your ass
The
from the
Bears
side with the
offense
screen
ready to
bag.
go for their next
Yeah,
drive.
man,
They
down
threw an
there,
interception the
team
first time
flag.
they had the football.
Yeah.
Only gave up 3
All up
points
in your
off of that, so it
face.
shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It
Sorry,
really
brother,
shouldn't, as
man.
long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing again. Fields. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
To throw on second down. Fields.
Yes, sir.
He rifles
Antoine
one,
Winfield Jr.
Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Bears nothing.
2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he can't find anyone to go with it. And he goes down. Julius Peppers able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good.
I was like, boy, you know better than that.
It pushes it up to 6.
I ain't one of them.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
Looking to throw. Fields.
Oh,
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
First down, Chicago.
How about be here? You say, how about be here?
This is Mostert. Mostert hit and he drops the ball. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And a short gain down to about the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Third down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th down.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Hey, I didn't know what you were trying to do, so I wasn't wasting. I'm not going to already waste.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Your bitch ass ran over. Boy.
At their own 28-yard line.
Hey, call it what you want, but don't call me for front.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their
Wow, I didn't get that.
As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Hester. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time is run out on this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime.
Oh, that game already on?
The Bears going to see the football
in the
first,
game,
and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
ABC. Yep.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action. Fields. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
38-yard line.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Bettis.
Number 36.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the move to his left.
No, damn it!
Oh, you saw that one coming.
I saw that shit.
Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 27, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. At this stage of the game now,
I thought you was going to somebody else.
If they make a big play, that could be the difference.
That's good for 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Bears.
There's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Fields toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Bears,
I seen them fucking.
we welcome you back.
No, I seen them fucking deflect the ball. That's why I ain't saying
that. To be
that.
honest, it's been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
At the 25-yard line, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have...
And he's into the clear. 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
First down.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Elliott.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Let's go.
Any thoughts about
No, it ain't over. Fuck all that. I ain't trying to hear that. This shit ain't over.
Puts them up 6.
Whew.
I would
Let's
imagine
go.
they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Go.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. Steps away. Now a desperation throw. Deep.
Come on, I get my feet down. Come on, man. Stop bullshitting me. Stop bullshitting me, man.
Must have hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He may try and run for this. And this effort will not
keep your ass in bounds. Yeah. Use a timeout. Come on.
29. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah. Oh, all right. It's over. Yeah, good game.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. grounded him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was
Oh,
over.
hell no. The fuck I look like.
Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978.
The fuck I look like.
So fire the
The fuck I look like.
And it was a defense that led
I was wanting you to use that timeout when you ain't using it. Fuck it.
in the entire
All right.
second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
Good game. Good game. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna pass no damn ball. Play the Calvin. And the funny shit is, when I caught this shit, I was hoping I didn't score. I was like, please catch me. Because I didn't want to score so quick, but I didn't want to not score. And like, not score, like,